Ethel just did so good at her first ever horse show, so we got a little treat for her. So they've never had this at the horse show that I've been at here in Murfreesboro, but they have this saltwater spa. So this is the Salty Mare Equine Recovery. So it's gonna be about 15 minutes of her in some really cold Epsom salty water and hopefully have her feeling her best. She does have to have a poop diaper on so she doesn't poop in the water. So that's what's going on right now. So she's gotta get her little feetsies clean before she goes in there. What a good girl. She's getting her carrots. The water's filling up now. It's gonna get pretty far up her leg. This is to help with inflammation. You know, she probably worked harder than she's worked in her life today. Ethel! So we're hoping that this just kind of mutes any maybe dull pain she has in her feet, her lower limbs. It's gonna really help with blood circulation. It's gonna help with inflammation. It's gonna make her feel good. And when she's working harder than she's ever worked, I mean, remember 2.5 months ago, she was a broodmare out in a pasture. So she's been working really hard at home, and we've been doing vet work at home, obviously, but if we can give her some relief and comfort at the show while she's working so hard, why not? And she's getting the carrots to boot. I just saw the supply of carrots next door, and that is hilarious. So we're not gonna be short any treats. If you're wondering how cold that water is, it is 34 degrees. And the reason is that color is all the Epsom salt and all the goodies in the water that are gonna be helping her out. I think she's pretending to be nervous at this point. She's like, I need a treat. Oh no. We are gonna do Kennedy, which I'll probably video her time tomorrow, and I feel like Kennedy's not gonna be this chill, but we'll have to see. And then it just gradually goes back down. That's what it sounds like when there's not like little jets on. So for Kennedy, we'll probably try that first. I don't know, she might surprise us and not be nervous, but Ethel, she can just handle anything, especially for a carrot. All right, you're all done, girlfriend. I love it, because now I don't have to go poultice her legs. She said, I don't wanna leave. That felt so good. Do you even have feet anymore? She's like, I don't feel nothing. Does that feel good? Look at there. You got so skinty legs. No puffiness, no nothing. Her little diaper's so funny. And she would have done it, so that's good that she had it on there. Said to feel how cold her legs are. Oh my gosh. So now Miss Ethel's done for the night. She does not have to work any harder today. She's got one class to show with me and one class with Stephanie tomorrow. It's gonna be a very fun time. So stay tuned. And then I gotta go ride Kennedy. I just got home from the horse show, and I'm trying to decide if my goats are lying to me or not, because since I was gone all day, I'm not the one that was supposed to feed them today, and they're telling me that they are starving, that no one fed them, that they are going to die if I don't go give them grain right now. Something tells me that I'm being lied to. Oh my gosh, look at how freaking amazing this little goatee pasture is in golden hour. Okay, well, the newly filled mineral tub and the mostly cleaned out kidding castle tells me that they're lying, for sure. But you know what? I could give you a little extra alfalfa. I could do that. Oh, B. You know what? I look at these things every single day. Am I wrong? Is she building her bag a little bit? Are we a little stiff in the hind end, girlfriend? Now, why you gotta put your dang feet in the mineral tub? That was just rude. Anyway. Has somebody been mean to you? Is that why you're a little stiff? Okay, she's still got her tendons. I do feel like her little udder is progressing though, and she's been really good about letting me touch it, which is great for when she has her babies, because then if I have to help them eat or something like that, like I had to help with your baby, when she had Sprout last year, wanted to just like lick him the whole time and wasn't letting him eat. So, you know, it happens. Normal new mama things. Now let me see your udder, huh? Let me see. Yours is the one that we were watching for the pop. So today, I think she's about 147 days out from exposure. So if she was a few days behind from him being here, you know, she might be inching up on being due. I do feel like that belly's getting bigger. I feel like she's progressing in her udder, but we're not seeing that big pop. We're not seeing any mucus. We're not seeing a really full coochie area, okay? Briar looks mortified by this conversation. Is that Nummy? Miss Bloom, you look so much like your mommy. Anyway, these girlies are fine. They think they're starving, but in reality, I did check, they got fed. So we literally cannot believe anything they ever say. Even though I don't think we're gonna have a baby while I'm going back and forth to this horse show, it is nice that we're this close, so that if we were a little bit closer, I'd be able to still be on kid watch while doing my little horse show thing. So stay tuned for more updates on Miss Blossom here. She's definitely the one that is farther ahead. Buttercup, you're literally not even having a baby. You don't need to be the one in that. Anyway, so let me know if you have any questions and stay tuned for more Goaty updates because soon these new little stalls are gonna have kids in them. Molly, my 2-year-old filly, is at her first horse show. No, she's not showing. A lot of you are confused by that. She's just here on a field trip. So she rode on a trailer this morning. It was only a 30-minute drive. She gets to be in a different environment in a horse show stall. She's probably gonna be groomed on more than she normally is. She's gonna hear a lot of things she doesn't normally hear. We're about to go on our first little walkabout about the whole property. We're just gonna go to the different arenas, walk around, maybe lunge her if she's keeping her wits about her. But we don't wanna blow her little mind, right? So if she's feeling overwhelmed just walking around, then that's all we'll do. Do not untie yourself. Ma'am. She said, I don't know what this place is, but I'm escaping. Okay, are we gonna be brave, girl? Let's go. Oh, she's gotta get her a little bite, just for energy. She didn't have any. She just needs okay. Well, that was probably unnecessary, but I mean, even just walking down the aisles, it's just so different for her. So we're just letting her peek her ears up. We didn't put earplugs in like we sometimes do. We want her to experience all of it. Okay, Miss Molly, we're gonna go into the big arena, which it's very dark in there. So sometimes that gets them a little scared just because of the light change. There's lots of things that you don't think about scaring a horse, especially a young horse. Oh yeah, she's a little ears perked. She just is, this is blowing her mind right now. She does not know what to think. So they're finishing the reining in there and there's flashes. There's a lot more fast-paced movement. So they're about to end. So we're gonna wait till they come out to actually take Molly in there. So she's just introducing her to the tractor over there, walking her around. There's lots of shadows in here. Look how big she looks right now. She looks like such a woman. Also, can we talk about her freaking tail? How amazing it is. We have to look at the tractor again. That's where we're having our most anxiety. You know, it's just scary. That's where it's super bright out. It's super dark in here. Just kidding. I think we're braving the arena. Even though there's horses in there, we're just going to try to go stop and chill and let her look at stuff. We're going to see how she does because obviously we don't want her spooking and messing someone up. So she says, this is way brighter in here. And also the air condition is crazy different in here, and that change in temperature can affect them. Good girl. She just looks intrigued. She doesn't really look scared, which is awesome. Okay, we're braving out here and gonna see what she does on the lunge line. Oh, a truck just pulled by and she's very intrigued by that right now. Literally everything is new to her right now. She's a baby. Okay, we're just gonna let her do her thing. We're not gonna really push her. We're just gonna try to let her have a really chill experience lunging, because I mean, people are walking by, people are riding around her, cars are coming up. That's a lot. All right, we're trotting. She's very looky, but that's okay. That's what this whole thing is for. There we go. Not anything crazy. She's taking it all in like a really good girl. Okay, well, she started hollering at some horses, so Stephanie was like, okay, you have to lope now. If you're lazy enough to start whinnying, you've got to work a little harder because you really don't want that happening at horse shows. We're just crossfiring. Well, they just said that they're opening the arena, which I think was a good time to ride Kennedy, so we're going to go do that. I think this is a really good first outing for Molly. Cute girl, Molly. Well, now she looks like a deer, and as soon as I start filming, she starts crossfiring. So no cute lope for me on camera. But look how cute she is. She's just like a little deer. But I think this was a great first time out. Hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned for more updates on Molly at her very first show. We're so proud of her. Can you believe that I've never shown Ethel? Even though I've had her for almost a decade. She did go to horse shows for a bit, but she ended up getting injured. And so we're bringing her back, not doing a Western Pleasure, but we want her to be a ranch horse. So we're about to go practice. I just blew Stephanie's mind. She thought that I had shown her before. So this is our first day. My best friend's little girls have gotten to show you, but I've never gotten to show you. Because of the crazy weather here in Tennessee the past couple days, we actually kept them at home because it's not that far from the showgrounds. And so we just hauled in this morning, getting her off the trailer, about to go ride her, and then show her this afternoon. So it's a little chaotic. Luckily, we made it just in time to ride during the lunch break. So a lot of times at horse shows, they'll have morning classes and then they'll pull everybody out of the arena. They'll work it. They'll let you go back in there and just have a little break where you can work your horses for the future classes for that day. Ethel hadn't been in this arena in about a year. She came here last year and was a little kid's horse. She let Rebecca's little girl show her in the Huntsy and the Western. So she's been here before, but one thing about Ethel, she does not love a crowd. She does not love horses coming up on her from the behind. Like, she just has to get used to the environment. Because at home, when she's riding, generally, there might be one other horse in the arena, but that's a might. Most of the time, she's by herself. She's also not a fan of the back cinch of this ranch saddle. She makes that known every single time I ride her. And so she was kind of pinning her ears at a couple of the horses, but never made any, motion to actually do anything. It took her a minute, I would say, to kind of settle in. But like I said, we drove here this morning, unloaded, and then went right to horse showing. And so I commend her for kind of keeping it together for that. I did notice she kind of got a little freer as we went along. When I kind of started our ride, she was a little bit more stiff, a little bit more like upset with my leg on her. And then she settled into kind of her ranch gear, I would call it. Because, reminder, she's a Western pleasure horse. That is what she was bred for. That is what she was trained in as a kid, when she was a young horse herself. And then it's only been 2 months that we've been trying to make her a ranch horse. So this is our first kind of test to see, okay, in an environment that's not home with other horses around, can we maintain this new persona that we put on with Miss Ethel? And so I thought she looked really cute. Are we the most forward horse in the class? Probably not. But also, she might get a little bit more energetic as we get into the class and there's other horses. And there's obviously going to be a different feel to being in the show versus just in the warm-up pen. So I was proud of her. She kept it together. Stephanie and Kennedy made it out to the warm-up just at the very end of the lunch break, so they didn't get to really ride a ton. We're not showing Kennedy today. She doesn't have any classes, so it's just Ethel and me. I think it's going to be okay, but there's lots that could go wrong. So we got to remember we're just here to have fun. Stay tuned for when